up, YouTube? This is my millionth and two try at this video. I would like to start off by thanking all my subscribers and anybody that's checked out my channel. I'm completely I just watched a video response to my contest. For you guys that are subscribed, check out my contest. I'm just completely baffled that I have 700 subscribers. I never in a million years thought that I would even get past like 10 or even 20. I was happy when I had like 5 views on my videos. So you know, I kept at it and just basically did my thing, and I'll continue to do what I like to do, whatever that might be, on whatever day it might be. But anyways, let me talk about this product. This is a product review. I've not had it long enough to really give a huge review, but what I have used about it and what I do like about it and the stuff I don't like about it, I'll go ahead and talk about it. It's called Complete. It's to start off with, if you're new to aquatic plants, do your research. I don't, and if you check out my videos, I honestly just randomly buy plants and I'm like, hey, I like this plant, I'll try it out. And that's literally what I do, is I literally just buy a plant, try it, and say I don't like it or I like it, and I keep going. So anyways, if you're new and you're not 100% sure if you want to do aquarium plants, I wouldn't recommend it just because it's a little bit pricey. It's twice as much as gravel. If you have an empty slate and you think you want to do plants, you might as well go ahead and go with Complete. But if you're going to transfer to go over to aquatic plants, then I would recommend Complete. What I like about it, it works. I had this Crifts Windowlet bronze right here in my gravel, just regular gravel, nothing special. I had CO2. And what I noticed was when I was dosing the CO2, homemade DIY style, check out my channel if you want to find out how to do that. It's pretty simple. When I was doing it, it was working very well, and basically it would, you know, do what it's doing right now, looking beautiful and growing and stuff. But when I would take it out and I would, like, you know, redo another batch or mess with it, it would wilt away. Or anytime I did a huge monstrous water change, it would wilt away. And I couldn't figure out why it would wilt away, and you know, I've never bought any liquid fertilizer or any products like that. It would just wilt away. What I did notice was, since I've had Complete and I figured out the algae, like how much light I want to have in here and how much light I don't want to have in here, honestly, it has just been phenomenal. It has not wilted away at all. It wilted away when I first planted it in, and then that was it. Since then, it's just been growing and growing and growing, and it looks beautiful, I think. So, you know, I'm just, honestly, I'm just really happy for it. It's really awesome. Can't complain. Other plants I haven't really tried. The only downside I've found is my Trident Fern and my Java Fern don't really latch onto it because it's finer. I'd almost say it's fine, like a little bit bigger than sand, so like big sand maybe, if that's such a thing. One thing is, you know, a lot of products talk about what's in their products, you know, like, you know, you ever look at the back of fish food and it says like 50% protein, and I mean, how do they figure that, you know? And you sometimes, I'm pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't really just trust something that says it's going to be like that till I've tried it myself and seen it work, basically. So, basically, I wasn't sure if this was true and legit, and you know, this was going to be something I was going to like, so I basically tried it. First, my thought on it was I just dumped it in here because, like I said, this was a clean slate. And when I tried it in here, I basically just kind of dumped it in here, and my filters just stopped. And I kind of freaked out because, you know, I was supposed to get these fish. Well, I think I had fish like this. I might have had discus. And I was just trying to set it up real quick. And I was kind of terrified, to be honest, because I wasn't sure what was going to go on or what was going to happen, because I didn't have the cash. I just spent the money to buy the Complete, so I didn't really have the cash to go out and buy filters. And I knew I had sponge filters, and I knew I could make sponge filters, because little tricks you learn when you know, filters go out and stuff. So I was kind of scared, and I took apart my filters. If you're subscribed, you know what I'm talking about. I took apart my filters, and the impellers are made out of magnets. So I took out the impeller, and it was covered in the Complete stuff. It's black. I like the color. I think it looks really nice. I used 3 bags on a 55. I would recommend 4. so that you get more of I'm learning. Like I said, I'm not super new to aquatic plants, but I'm not like advanced to the point where obviously like I have like masterpiece of aquatic plants where people are like, I want your aquarium, I'll give you $10 billion. Or, you know, or people are just completely wild, which I have had people that have came into my fish room prior to this and have said, wow, when I had all my corkscrew valves in the back and had everything going. But anyways, you know, I want to make kind of a little bit of an aquascape type thing with just the gravel to give it more of a little 3-dimension type thing. I mean, I don't have enough plants to do it with the plants, so four bags would be perfect for a 55. I watch a subscriber. I've watched, you know, I have a contest going, so a lot of my subscribers have been making videos, and one of my subscribers, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he put gravel over the EcoComplete, which was like a genius idea, because then my Trident Fern, my Java Fern would actually attach to it, because they don't attach to the EcoComplete because it's too fine. So I mean, that's a genius idea. I never would have thought about that. Overall, if you're unsure if you want to do aquatic plants, I would say, you know what, keep messing with aquatic plants so you figure out if you like it or not, and that's the thing for you. If it is the thing for you and you are sure you want an aquatic planted tank, go ahead and go with EcoComplete. It's a little bit more expensive, but go ahead and try it. I've not tried the, oh man, I can't think of the name. They have another product that's similar to EcoComplete. It's a little bit more expensive. It's a lot less plant, a lot less gravel for a lot more price. They make like 10-pound bags or 5-pound bags, and it's like $15 or something. It's a lot more expensive than EcoComplete, and people, I've not heard bad reviews on that product either. But you know, I'd recommend this product honestly. If you want a planted tank and you want it to be nice and sexy, and you don't want to be messing with a bunch of stuff, and you don't, you know, you're just getting into it, but you want to make sure you're off to a good start, I highly recommend it. If it's not in your budget, I would recommend you go ahead and try dirt and then gravel over it. So there's videos on how to do that. I'm not a huge fan of it, but if you are, you know, you can't afford it, or you're on a budget, that's the way I would recommend to grow plants. The reason I got that idea was from other fish keeper's name's Dustin, off of Dustin's Fish Tanks. That's how he grows his plants. I'm not a fan of it on the behalf that it's pretty damn dirty. So this is a lot cleaner. You don't have to worry about you're doing massive water changes to clean out the dirt and all that stuff. You literally just put it in there and it's good to go. So like I said, it's EcoComplete. I bought mine at Petco. I think they sell it at PetSmart also. $20 a bag. Highly recommend it. You know, the proof is in the pudding, basically. It's in the pudding, and as far as my crypts. My jungle valve, corkscrew valve, sorry, in the background wilted away completely, and this is where it's at right now, and I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I would highly recommend it to anybody. So hope you guys enjoyed. Questions, comments, feel free. In a year from now, when, you know, my tank is completely planted up, or 6 months from now when this thing is completely bushied out, yes, I just used the word bushied out, and there's a ton of plants in here where I have to sell another quarter or another fifth or another big chunk of plants, I'll make another review on it, and I'll talk about it again and see if things have changed and what I've liked and whatnot. I have I have Liguia growing in my bottom tank, and I have Liguia growing in my top tank. So I'll go ahead and talk about that when this gets growing pretty heavily. So hope you guys enjoyed, and sorry it's so long. Check out my other videos, and if you're a subscriber, check out my contest. Peace out.